So now everybody hates Logan Paul, KSI, and MrBeast on Twitter because they tried to launch something interesting a couple days ago. Let's get into it. So as we all know, these are Lunchables and they tried to launch Lunchlies. That's right, Lunchlies. And needless to say, a couple people had some things to say and it's been getting pretty nasty. One of the first tweets about this was from Logan Paul where he said Lunchly versus Lunchables. All statements are comparing the products depicted in the video at Lunchly. And now I'm gonna play that video for you right now.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Feastables Crunch
Yeah!
Bar. Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
Ooh.
We're also 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar. Turkey Stack 'em. 310 calories.
230 calories.
21 grams of sugar.
Only 7 grams of sugar.
If you look at this close up, you can already tell which one has better ingredients. All right, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Bro, I'm sorry, that's trash. All right, now we're trying Lunchly. Come on. We're not biased at all, but ours is way better.
Fiesta Nachos. 22 grams of sugar.
10 grams of sugar.
7 grams of protein.
9 grams of protein.
Come in close and look at the queso cheese in Lunchly versus whatever that is. Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. This is a Lunchly salsa right here. Look at the consistency, the texture. And this is Lunchables. Look, it's watery. I can't even look at that. With 400 milligrams of electrolytes, my God!
And it's available for around $4. Super affordable. Go give it a try.
Oh my God.
But what's interesting is as soon as he put this out, he actually got community noted where they said the 400 milligrams of electrolytes claim appears incorrect. The 12-ounce strawberry banana prime of the Fiesta Nachos and the 12-ounce ice pop prime of the turkey stack'ems both have 500 milligrams of potassium, not 400 milligrams. That does not even include the other electrolytes, and then they link a bunch of sources. But all hell hadn't broken loose yet. Different news articles started releasing statements saying MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul are releasing Lunchly, a Lunchables competitor. It will feature Prime, Feastables chocolate, and a variation of food with the different images right there. And needless to say, these tweets were definitely getting mixed reactions, with Jack saying, I wouldn't consume anything tied to Logan Paul. Savage Studios saying, this will definitely be less healthy than Lunchables. Then there's Lonely Goomba with, wow, more subpar cheaply made with YouTuber branding on it. Then Trey said, this is like a tag team trio of shady businessmen releasing a refrigerated kids meal. And then he says, I don't know if KSI is bad, but the other two. Then Dr. Doofenshmirtz himself said, we will not be buying. But this is where things start going to shit. Dan TDM comes in and says, what happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does it benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. Then Logan Paul came along and said, I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our life creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset? Then don't eat it. He got community noted again, and let me just tell you, this will not be the last time. They said misleading and saying Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead and that they, quote, created a better version. It implies Lunchly doesn't contain lead. The Ice Pop Prime Hydration found in the turkey stack'ems also has reports of lead contamination from the ERC with some different sources. And I just want to say every single tweet you're going to see from Logan Paul in this video, he had limited, so you could not reply to him. Classic boss move right there. And this tweet got tons of replies, but here are a couple of my favorites from AZZZZZ. The desperation from Logan Paul in this situation, man. Just let it go, bruh, and go make your apology video for Dan TDM. Then Drama Alert chimed in and said YouTubers are not happy with MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul's new product, showing Jojo Josiah, Squiddy, and Plain Rock 124. Then MrBeast replied to Drama Alert saying, Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes, and we use real cheese, and they use, quote, cheese product. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone's going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, as we get economics of scale and can get things cheaper, we will only be improving the product more and more with a heart emoji. MrBeast's reply was pretty tame, but KSI did not take things well. KSI replied to Dan TDM and said, quote, looks like crap to me, showing 3 different things that Dan TDM had as little toys for his fans. It just so happened though that one of those things were U2s, so Jake Buckley replied, with all due respect bro, you have a U2s too. To which KSI replied, I'm not the one complaining and crying on Twitter though. Laughing emoji, lots of them. You missed the point. Then he got even more replies, almost ratioing his original tweet, saying, beefing Dan TDM is crazy by ASC. Then Silent Tree said, you thought you cooked with this. And Midas said, you wish you could make merch this good. Additionally, Why You Should Have a Raccoon said, you also got one of them, little bro. Then Bob the Minion said, below, you made some too. Then Ryan Silva said, comparing a combo, quote, meal of a drink that falsely advertises its ability to hydrate and highly processed snacks, to a toy for kids to play? Okay. But then apparently this wasn't enough because then KSI doubled down. But he was talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? And here are the 3 pictures he attached with Munch Pack showing these little candy and snack boxes, then showing Dan TDM showing off this, and Dan TDM showing off some chips in an old video. But then iFunny replied, ratioing KSI, and said, come join the Wash Club, KSI. It's cool. I'll show you around. Then Nopify replied, insane levels of reaching to sell slop to kids. Think Noodle said, take the L, man. Caleb said, you know you lost an argument when you bring up something almost a decade ago. Then Nito replied, the PR team seeing this with that meme. Then Sage Mage said, you of all people should not be talking about what people did in the past. It Web replied, damn JJ, money is changing you. Why is it so hard for you to take criticism without feeling someone is attacking you? Then Wilbur replied with a meme, JJ beefing with Dan TDM and me. But once again, all of this was not quite enough. We really had to double and triple down on the controversy in one day. So the official Lunchly account tweets out, quality controls for every meal. X-ray, check. Metal detection, check. Showing their Lunchly meals going through some sort of metal screening process. Then Logan Paul kept going. He said Lunchly versus Lunchables and linked the website. And before we get into what exactly he said, he got community noted again with the same community note from earlier. Here's just one of the random screenshots he sent, just so you want to see all of them. It says Lunchly, the pizza, versus Lunchables. There's 12 grams of protein in Lunchly, 13 in Lunchables, 360 calories in Lunchly, 390 in Lunchables, 400 milligrams of electrolytes instead of 55 in Lunchables, and 12 grams of sugar instead of 20 grams of sugar in Lunchables. And in reply to a lot of this different drama, Team Advance said KSI, Logan Paul, and MrBeast have all responded to Dan TDM criticizing Lunchly. It definitely shows their personalities, that's for sure. But then Jacksepticeye actually tuned in as well and says, quote, you mess with Dan TDM, you mess with YouTube, showing a sign of unity with over 300,000 likes. Then Javika replies to Jacksepticeye with, when Dan TDM and Jacksepticeye aren't on your side, you know you've messed up big time. Cordy said, you were right about MrBeast this whole time, you're a hero. This is in response to the old clip of Jacksepticeye on a lie detector talking about MrBeast. And I'll show the clip briefly right now.
A completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack. Oh! Do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Ooh.
Then Quabblecop says, I'm Team Dan here. His feedback on their product should be welcomed with open arms, not mocked and criticized. Poor customer service on their part. World Hall of Fun said, me liking every tweet defending Dan TDM. This tweet too, showing a little meme of a guy touching a bunch of different phones. Then Super Joda says, immediately spits out Lunchables, barely looking like you even tasted it, in reference to the original video I showed at the start of this video. Then swallows Lunchly, no problem at all. Quote, we're not biased at all. Virtuous said, can't wait for, quote, the Logan Paul Lunchley and Dan TDM situation is crazy video. Then DZK, in response to Logan Paul's original tweet, said, this coming from the man who tased a bunch of dead rats, filmed a dead body and uploaded it to YouTube, scammed people with the crypto game, faced multiple lawsuits, and then created a drink that is sold in cans containing lead. Don't be shocked when this Lunchly backfires on you. And finally, to wrap things up, apparently the Lunchly Twitter account got temporarily restricted earlier today. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comments below, and thanks for watching.